season, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Shreds the tackle. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And now out come the Patriots. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cardale Jones, his 17th. Touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. 3rd down now following the run.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4 down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. 35 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And Miller with it over the middle. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette State. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Holding offense. Still first down.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Out of the gun, Smith. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Flush to his right. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun, here's Smith. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. In the red zone this time.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing is Smith. That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kamar Aiken with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Jones. On the right side, this is Miller. Stiff arm number 2. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yep. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That escapes the sand. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, The clock is definitely their friend.
He can run for it, and he will. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. Now Smith. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they... Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. On 2nd down, Elliott shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. 4 down, check, 4 down. Here we go.
Throwing, Jones. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So quite the turnaround in this one from a week ago. And in the meetings, I made a faux pas of asking, hey, did he tweak something last week? Because we thought he just didn't look the same, but he's fine.
And I was so glad you asked that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's brought down. And you know, winning is good.